Okay, so this is new to me, but I'm finally live on mobile. Yay! And I thought, as a celebration of being live and as an opportunity to kind of practice connecting with you all in real time, I would set myself up for like a regular challenge, right? Something that we could do together, something that we could enjoy, something that hopefully will be beneficial to the mamas who have been so kind as to join this community and be subscribers. Um, I mentioned many times that I want this to be a space where people can get together and connect, where we can build community, and I'm really about that. I truly believe in it. Um, so, this is my attempt at making something kind of, I don't know, fitness oriented, of course, but less cardio, so that I can actually talk to you while I do it. I've been thinking about, how I could make live content for you all, that helps us to feel connected and to feel like we're together. Um, I always pre record my bike rides. So the next best thing that I could think of, given that the ride is really hard for me to like navigate live and be on the bike, I figured this would be a really good alternative. So we're doing a squat challenge. If you didn't see the title, I thought, hey, I could use a squat challenge because I miss my tush. It's a good butt, but it's got some work that it could be doing. Um, I love that my body has carried me through the period of pregnancy and continues to carry me through postpartum with grace, and with ease. I feel very fortunate. And I also recognize that there's a lot of functionality and like connection to my body that I'm missing. Some that I never had as well, that I'd like to gain. And so I'm seeing this not as like me going back to anything, but actually me taking some time to actually be connected with myself fully. Um, and I am a person who does cardio to disconnect from my body, as y'all know, because I've talked about it many times in our Ride with Me's and other content. That like I'm just that kind of worker outer. I like to be separate from myself when I can. Um, because it gives me a chance to check out and check into something else outside of me. But I think these deliberate movements, like squats, for example, are a great way. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the dimensions of my head. Um, but I feel like the squats give me a chance to kind of be in my body, be myself. Also, many of you may not know what my body looks like because I always do my work out in the bike in a saddle, so I'm sitting down. You may see me walk past, or if you watch my usual videos where I'm sitting at my desk, then you definitely haven't had the chance to really see what I look like. And for the sake of posterity, I figured, hey, let's take a look at me now, because who knows what I'll look like as the year goes on and as the years go on, because I don't plan on just doing YouTube for the kicks. Like, I actually enjoy this and I love the idea of building community. So, with that, I used to be a group fitness instructor and I'm still a certified group exercise instructor, but I don't practice. So I used to teach dance fitness. I used to teach, kind of like those body pump classes where people are like lifting weights and doing their thing in concert with one another. I love to give cues that help connect people back to their bodies. I love to connect with people through coaching. I played volleyball for decades. and I only stopped after I ruptured my Achilles tendon playing volleyball, mind you. So there's a lot to like my life that I feel like I get out of being on YouTube, especially as a full-time working single solo mom. I really feel like this is the best chance that I'll get to connect with a group of people like I have enjoyed in the past, and to offer something, right, that is beneficial to you all. So that's what I'm really excited about. um, I don't know why, but I'm really feeling the way that I look. I think it's a Deadpool that gives me like like not pseudo hourglass, but it's like it's giving something. So, anyways, I have these pulled up a bit, so there's a little bit of a split in my belly right now, but I guess I can show you my postpartum belly. So here she is in all of her glory. Got that little like mommy pooch, the little mommy pouch, which I'm actually quite proud of because I was able to carry my daughter with it. I've got tiger stripes, which you can see. Or if you can't, it's just the lighting, but there's like some light tiger stripes. My stretch marks actually go light. I know that in the beginning when I had first gotten them, they were really aggravated from stretching. Towards the end of my pregnancy, um, they were darker, but they have healed light. So this is what they look like now. Um, and then, yeah, they're pretty intense. They're raised, which is, you know, a whole thing. Then on the back, definitely got like all this smoosh from, you know, being stretched out and having a human being in here. So there's a lot that I want to work on in that regard. Let me pull these back up and re-robe. Thanks for looking with me. You know, hold hands while we do it. What else? I think when it comes to the body, you can't spot treat as far as weight loss is concerned unless you go in surgically, which is not really my vibe, at least not now. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But for now, that's not really the vibe. Oh, thanks, Jen Jen. Jenny D says, I like your shirt. I appreciate that. Um, I love this shirt. And I feel like if we don't have matching shirts, we have matching sweatshirts. Yes. Um, but when it comes to like the body, I know that you can't really like spot treat and like lose areas of fat, right? You can't like force that. You don't get to decide where you lose weight. But what I am looking to do is really use my body in a strategic way, right? So I'd like to get more connected to a stronger core. I've never been one to actually have a particularly strong core. Um, my posture is something I'd really like to work on. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great. Like I know that it needs work and love and attention. So I'd like to feel more like, I don't know, confident in myself so that I can stand up a little bit straighter and have more, you know, balance and alignment throughout my spine. So I'm gonna work on some of the probably some of the classes that I have through Peloton because I already pay for that. And if you all want to join me, you're welcome to. I'm going to live stream the exercises that I do. But for now, I'm really focused on that 90-day squat challenge just to give myself the opportunity to really embrace one thing. And then my hope is that I will compound and add on to that, right? So that one thing of doing squats gives me the confidence in my range of motion, control, and core strength that maybe I'll go and start adding in core maybe after each of my bike rides. I do have a new schedule now that my daughter is going to be going to pre-K. So I will have some time during the day that I ordinarily would be literally like running to do everything all at once between work and making sure that she's good and cleaning. I had no time in the middle of the day to do anything unless she was napping. And Even when she was napping, I honestly would be like typing with one half of my brain and then planning a meal with the other half of my brain. So I'm just really excited to have some focused attention because it gives me the opportunity to approach this with intention, which I'm really excited about. I know that this is new for me, but I'm hopeful that this will be an opportunity for anyone else who is just starting out or who is like excited but maybe a bit nervous. This is your chance, right, to feel like, hey, I'm doing this with somebody who A, cares, B, is not judging, if anything, is like judging positively, and C, is equally committed. So my hope is that by showing up for you all in this kind of live sense and being here and being present with you all, that you will have the opportunity to know that like, hey, not only am I not doing this alone, but when I see live, I know that Sonia's doing something and I can kind of kick in as well. And I will keep the replays up for your viewing pleasure, so feel free to kind of tap in whenever it is that you are able to. I'd like this to be an opportunity for you all to also have access to, honestly, free exercise. I think that oftentimes it's very easy to feel like, oh, well, I can't afford this. And like the Peloton is not an it's not an easy thing to get for many people for a lot of reasons. The membership is $44 a month, which is not always accessible to people. And yet, I have this resource, I have this tool, I have the backgrounds in in group fitness and group exercise. So why not share it, right? So that's what I wanted to offer you all, is just like the opportunity to actually connect, fully commit, and see what we can do. So another thing that I think is going to be important for us to just bear in mind in this channel is that yes, I will be losing weight. I will be changing the shape of my body. I'll be changing my body composition. I'm a breastfeeding mother, so I'm also going to be prioritizing that. And that does not mean that I think postpartum bodies should lose weight or should change. I want you all to know that this is something that is important to me in my journey and what I would like. And I understand that there are other people who are like-minded, who are really interested and want to have that for themselves as well. But when I'm giving cues and when I'm offering you motivation and inspiration, I just might not focus on that outcome as much as some of you may want. So if that is the case, maybe I will build a little bit more of like outcome driven motivation and cues. But for the most part, what you're going to be hearing from me is how inside your commitment, inside your body, inside that connection that you have to your vision for yourself and your future and your present, is a whole human being who deserves to feel hearty, to feel happy, to feel healthy. And she's the one I'm talking to, right? She's the one who I'm looking at. They are the one that I am holding on to. And in these motivations, I may be speaking to mamas because I identify as one. But please understand that no matter what kind of nurturer you are welcome here. And hey, feel free to make this a mutually educational space. I don't know who my audience and demographic is going to be. All I know is that I love you. So share who you are. Let me know what makes you feel healthy, happy, whole, and seen, right? So that I can incorporate that into what we do together. Because that's what matters here, as far as I'm concerned. I know who I am and how I am and what I need, but this channel is for me and for you, right? This channel is for us. So with that, I think, I'm going to go ahead and cut off this live. We've been on for almost 15 minutes and it's been a pretty glorious 15 minutes. I'm so glad that somebody joined me. Thank you for the 50 subscribers that made it possible to be on this live stream. And we're actually at 57, I believe. So yay for that. Oh, I owe you some squats. So I haven't done any squats in a really long time. And I'm pretty sure that like the first 30 days of these squats are going to be, you know what, they're going to be butt, they're going to be crap, they're going to be ass. but I'm gonna do them anyway. So this is for our challenge. Now I don't have a set challenge already picked out, so I'm not sure what the number of squats ought to be. So I'm just gonna start putting in the work right now. So here we go. And actually let me turn around so that you can see that we're keeping the back straight, tucking in the hips. What's the word for the tilt? Keeping a neutral spine as much as possible. My posture, like I said, is not the best at the moment. So I will be working on that as well with you and hopefully be catching up. But here we go. So as we're getting into these squats, I like to think about connecting through my body, connecting to my heart, keeping my chest elevated, titties up, allowing myself to be whatever I am in this moment, allowing myself to be grateful for those of you who are joining me in this moment, allowing myself to feel embarrassed a little bit and connect to that part of my ego that says, oh, you don't have it perfect. You're not there yet. What are you doing? Why are you squatting in front of millions of people? There's one person in this stream who can judge me. And if I choose not to, that judgment goes away. No one else on this live stream is here for anything but to boost themselves up in community. Everyone on this live stream is here to connect to their core of their being, to lift up through their neck and their heads, to feel connected to the sky, to feel their legs power through all the way to their big toes and to feel grounded and stable, to feel connected throughout the entire kinetic chain and recognize that they have more in them than they could have possibly known. We are here in this moment to tell ourselves this mantra that we can because we do, that we are because we are, that we don't have to earn a new body. All we have to do is occupy it with the fullness of our spirits, with the wholeness of ourselves. That's all we have to do. Form does not need to be damned, but mine sure as heck was in that set of squats. But you know what? We did it. We gave it to ourselves. You deserve it. Take it with you. I will see you real soon in the next live. But for now, bye.